This is the weekly news with the hard-hitting facts that hold you after. With me, as always, is my lovely cohort, Alexis. I am not Hispanic, Archer.
Hello.
Hola, you mean hola.
Except I'm not Hispanic, so ciao.
That's enough. Back to me. Thank you. Alexis, I was going to bring this up later. What are you wearing?
Oh, you mean this? It's a little shirt I found in the back of Eliza's trunk. It says
By trunk, she means car trunk, not like my rump. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
It says, I have deer haunches.
Why don't you stand up and show everyone,
Here, I'll just go ahead and
That's good, yeah.
do the whole...
Anyways, back to me and the reason she has that. Don't do that. These are the shirts I sell after my shows. I'm gonna have other ones, but those are the ones that came in today. So if you'd like one, they're $15 plus $5 shipping and handling. That's a really crappy way to start off. Anyways, those are the shirts. I got pink because I figured girls like pink because the last ones were like men's shirts, and I was like, Mom, no one's buying these. She's like, that's because they're ugly.
Actually, if we can really quickly, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of Eliza to DMA for coming to her show.
Yes, I can do it now that the show has started.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to the show, the Addison Improv. It was fantastic. And if you live in Tempe, I will be there next week. We're going to rock Tempe. It's going to be hot, a lot of lizards, a lot of desert, a lot of Indians.
Tempe is in Arizona?
Tempe is in Arizona.
Ooh.
The E should be silent, but it's not. We just got a present.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, from who? From who?
Remember he said he was going to give us a present last week, the guy, remember? He was like, oh, you got a gift coming? Okay, well, it's not for us, actually. It says...
It's from Senior Shutter.
Senior Shutter.
You.
It says for Eliza PR. So,
Aww.
while I open this, I would say, Alexis, why don't you tell a story, but it's going to be boring. And
I will tell a story. I have a story just for the occasion.
Okay, go ahead, tell a story.
So everybody who doesn't know, I'm a huge Simpsons fan, and I was out eating Mexican food, and actually, the voice...
Wait. I know the story. Don't tell this one. It's boring. It's not a good ending.
Okay.
Let's just watch me open a gift.
Let's
watch me open a white box. That'll be more interesting.
You know what? That's fine.
Okay, why don't you tell your story?
Fine. Okay, I met the voice of Lisa Simpson. She sat right behind me, and fortunately, the person I was with knew the friend that she was with, and they started talking, and I never ever tell people. I never ever tell people that I'm a huge fan, and I always kind of, whenever I see a celebrity, I'm like, I don't know who you are. Brad Pitt? I'd have never heard of you. But I actually was like, I would kill myself if I didn't say this, but I just think you're the greatest. Lisa's my favorite character. I love you. I would poke my eyes out if I didn't say something. So thank you. And that's it. Back to Eliza.
Okay, thank you for that riveting recap of what happened to you last week. Dear Eliza PR, greetings from Utica, New York. Utica, home of Superintendent Chalmers.
That's true.
That is true.
Wow, that's like the only Simpsons trivia you know.
He wrote it, the land of steamed hams. Simpsons reference, very good.
Awesome.
Someone watches the show, or The Simpsons, okay? These gifts will make a lot more sense if you go back and take a look at episode 125. Oh, it's a little novel, that's fun. I know that you don't drink anymore, but the shirts make more sense with the beer. Why 3 shirts? 1 for you, 1 for Brian, and 1 for the Mexican chick. LOL.
That's hilarious.
I love your show and hope you keep doing it, even after you're famous. More famous, I mean. I'm very famous. Very big. Stay cool. Your friend in Utica, Michael, Senior Shutter, Verizon.net. What do they say? Oh my God, there's beer in here.
Really quickly, I just want to say Loomies says PR! And we haven't had a PR in a while.
Look at this. How cute is this? Utica Club. This is a large, so it's obviously for Brian.
What if you're like, it's obviously for Alexis?
It's obviously for Alexis and her hair. These are super cute. Look at the back. It's all like 1800s looking.
That's awesome.
And, I guess they have like a brewery there, right? That's the thing. Utica Club Pilsner Lager beer. Should we open one now?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
are they cold?
Yeah.
They're actually really cold. Did you keep these in the refrigerator?
Yeah, he sent us an email to like put them in the fridge, so clearly someone remembered, probably Chloe.
This is the cutest thing ever. Thank you, Michael. I think that's what your name is. It says. Michael, these are adorable.
Awesome. Throw me one. Oh, I meant the beer, but maybe not because there's
Throw it.
cameras around us.
How about, thank you. I'll throw the shirt.
Okay. Yay!
I mean, somehow I threw that shirt to Alexis in another studio. How
Oh
did
my
it get
God,
there?
that's amazing. And she teleported this beer to me, which is amazing.
Nothing like beer and Evo. Pure!
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thanks for
Yay!
yeah.
That's so nice.
That tastes like regret. Let's get the show rolling, folks.
Really quickly, Snarfy says hello to Chloe, which I feel like she never gets a hello.
She shouldn't. She's behind the scenes for a reason. She didn't want a life in front of the camera. She doesn't get the glory. Do not say hello to Chloe. Hi, Chloe. That's okay. You can say hello to Chloe. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Dateline! Boston! The clip-clop of police horses will no longer be heard on the Boston streets. The nation's first mounted unit, no, that's not another term for Alexis and her girlfriends, will be disbanded Tuesday, boom, because of budget cuts. Its 12-horse unit will be given new homes, at least until the city can come up with funds to restore the unit. That's funny, they keep saying unit. 11 of the horses are being sent to a local farm, and one lucky horse, picture 00 please, will have a shot at finally finding love on VH1's Stables of Love with Horse Michael.
Look at that horse!
Look at that horse!
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That horse is almost as attractive as some of the contestants that are on that show.
I like that it looks like there's a Band-Aid over his nose, like right in between
It's
his
from Ultimate
eyes.
Fighting.
No,
all
it's from
guys do.
fighting. It's from all those girl fights he had to break up.
Look at that. Look at the teeth on that one. I'll tell you what, I would watch a horse flick its haunch to get a fly off of it rather than watch Daisy of Love. All right, you guys, so that was that graphic that I worked tirelessly on.
Daisy of Love, Llama of Love. She
wanna
looks
see my-
like a freaking llama.
Do you want to see my impression of her?
Yes!
Does anybody here in the chat rooms, do you guys watch this show? You have to say yes later. We'll just assume you do. This is my impression of her. She's always like this, and she has like this twitch, and when she talks, she's always like, I don't understand why, everything sounds like she's about to vomit, and she's super confused. I love him, and for some reason, like, young girls in Hollywood have this, like, twitchy inability to, like, produce a full sentence. Should she be euthanized? Absolutely. Just like a horse.
Rubber Ducky says, I think there was a lot of whores in The Rock of Love, but he spelled it like horses.
Boom! We should get an explosion graphic. Boom goes the funny dynamite. Dateline! We've got a new segment. Why do we have so many new segments? Because sometimes there's nothing in the news to really talk about, and I don't want to talk about Obama, so I come up with new segments. This is called Photo Schnopp or Snot, meaning I'm going to show you a picture, and we actually have a graphic, 2. This is the graphic for that segment. So I'm going to show you a picture. You tell me, is it Photoshopped or isn't it? An example would be this one. Brian, you got to get on the ball. Welcome to Photo Schnopp or Snot, folks. Has it been Photoshopped? Has it not been? Let's get this started. Picture.
What?
That's just the graphic.
What
That's
is
just
that?
to introduce people to
Okay,
what's going on.
photoshopped. That's clearly not me. Look at my hair, though. Doesn't it look amazing?
Your hair looks really good, and good job with
Yeah.
losing the weight.
Thank
So
you.
you did a really good job.
Thank you, P90X.
Picture number 2. Has this picture been Photoshopped? Yes or no? We want to hear what you have to say.
Okay.
We'll send you an I have deer haunches sticker.
Cyclotron23 says, Alexis is ripped.
Alexis is ripped. You should see her thighs.
It's I could crush you with them.
We're not going to talk about what we were doing earlier. I don't know why I just said that.
I have Stalfos99 says, yup, that's photoshopped.
Okay, that's one for Photoshop. This was actually a really bad idea because now I have to sit here and pretty much put the show in your hands.
I have, oh yes. I have
Oh, my big hands! Big hands! Make a credit card. No!
Dog D93 says yes. So does Ken Jinx Samurai. I'm sorry, Tame123 says yes. Does anybody say no?
I'll tell you who says no. Cat's out of the bag. Check out my haunches. This is a very special
Tilt
pair of
down,
bottoms
please.
because can you
Tilt
zoom
down,
in? Is that doable?
Yes, and zoom in, please.
Justin IV123 says no. And so does Telemundo.
We're done. We're past it. We're not talking about this anymore. We're
Wait,
looking
but
at my
aren't you
underwear.
going to answer?
Yes, I'm going to tell you in a second. I got these in Brazil, and they say Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You don't zoom in too much, or else you're going to give away all the goodies. And then there will be no Oscar naked scene. Okay, that's the back. That's a lot. My mom's not going to be happy about that one. Anyways, those are my bottoms.
T1M3RFX says it's real. Everyone rides horses.
Everyone rides horses, especially when they have to get somewhere. Are you ready? The answer is
I'm ready.
It is real. That
Oh my
lion
God.
is not eating the horse. He's riding it, although he needs to chill out. I don't know if he's declawed. That is a real picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
don't worry
shows you,
about it.
folks, miracles can happen wherever you look. Even big, terrifying cat miracles.
Cyclotron wants me or you to crush a beer can on our head
Well, that would be you because you have big hands.
because I am a monster.
You
clearly.
are a pretty monster, though. So
Aw.
are you? Then you're like Daryl Hannah. You're just like a glamour con. You're not. You're a big one. Dateline!
Dateline!
Same thing. Another picture. This is not going as fast as I thought it would. Must be the sip of beer I had. This is a new kind of cow. I think they developed it in Belgium. I believe they're called blue cows. Alexis brought this to my attention. Oops, I just gave it away. Okay, that's a real cow. Forget if it's photoshopped or not. Look at that thing.
Yeah, seriously, look at that thing.
If my ego and haunches produced a cow, that's what it would look like. I'm just saying.
Because you have such a huge ego.
Yeah, and muscular haunches. Look at that thing. It looks like the bulbous part of a drumette when you eat like chicken wings. Like it looks all meaty. Anyways, it looks delicious.
That was actually a lamb until it drank Evo.
That's really funny.
Thank you.
All right. Dateline!
Dateline!
Picture number 4, although it's not that interesting. St. Paul, Minnesota. This is, get ready for a very, very long walk for a very short drink of water. Al Franken ascended Tuesday from the hallowed ranks of former Saturday Night Live comedians to an even more exclusive club, outlasting Republican Norm Coleman in an 8-month recount and courtroom saga to win a seat in the U.S. Senate. When you win an election this close, he said, you know not one bit of effort went to waste, Franken said. The way I see it, I'm not going to Washington to be the 16th Democratic senator. I'm going to Washington to be the 2nd senator from Minnesota because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. It's an SNL reference. Get
Oh
it,
no,
kid.
I get
Maybe
it.
your friend from yesterday can tell you what that means. Rent the box set, folks!
Dateline!
Connecticut! Let's get this video ready. And I didn't want to air this because it's kind of uncomfortable. Maybe we just air the half of it. A pastor defended a video posted on YouTube of an exorcism for a young gay man saying her church does not hate gay people, it just does not believe in their lifestyle. You get a clue. The video has sparked outrage among many gay rights activists. Basically, this kid went to his pastor and wanted to be exorcised of his homosexual demon. Let's take a look.
Gay rights advocates
No, not the whole
outraged
thing.
over a video
This is not
showing
her
a
show.
current exorcism.
All right,
the
I'll skip forward a little bit.
While we're skipping
Lying on
forward, the
floor,
DCD
his
says
body
the power of
convulsing.
Christ compels your manhood.
Small
Oh, Christ,
Which I think
compels
is
your
pretty
stunning shoes.
hilarious.
Homosexual demon from
Okay.
his body.
Well, basically, so he's like, okay, watch this. First of all, where's that guy's hand? Oh, that's not a hand, that's part of carpet. Never mind. Oh, wait, that's his hand. I can't tell. He's very dark. That carpet's very dark, too. This is not the part I
You
wanted.
also hear things like "rip it from his throat" and "come on, you homosexual demon, you homosexual
Okay,
spirit." we
notice the
call you
movements?
right now. Loose your grip, Lucifer. Well, gay and youth advocates are calling this
Folks,
display abuse,
notice the
and
fluidity
they're
of
calling
his
for an investigation.
gazelle-like
The
movements.
church
Homeboy
official,
is
however,
not
has
possessed.
denied
He's
the teenager
fabulous.
was injured.
And he just wants to
Look at
dance.
that. I recognize that from the Beyonce World Tour. That is floor choreography at its best. That is Uta Hagen just done to death on a really bad runner in a church.
You know what's funny is what if they were really just trying to sell him that carpet? It was like, look at it!
I mean, maybe they should turn him over. And that goes back to the gay thing. Dateline! Once again, folks, stressing that being gay is something that you're born as. It's something you can get forced out of you. Well, you can get it forced out of you, but it just depends on how much you pay for it. Boom! I live on a street
Whoa.
of transvestites. Gross. Dateline, worst trade-off ever. The head of the promotion company behind Michael... I'm going to hold it here. That way you can see my cat face. The head of the promotion company behind Michael Jackson's... By the way, can we just have a moment of silence for MJ? Okay, I said... The fact that I was silent and you couldn't do it means that there's something wrong here. Michael Jackson...
I did my best,
Let me give you a
okay?
brief
This is
timeline.
a show.
You need to shut your dirty mouth. I'm going to tell you, Michael, Man in the Mirror, first song I ever learned. I wore Michael Jackson shoes, the one that he had in his bad video. He like sold them. I wore them.
What
with
do you
my-
mean learned? Like to sing?
The words. It was the first
Okay.
song I ever learned. I wore his Michael Jackson shoes with my private school uniform in the 2nd grade. The first big book I ever read was his biography. Countless talent show dances to songs off of his Dangerous album. I bought Invincible, out of obligation. Not because it was a good album. I bought it because I'm a fan. I love Michael Jackson, and those of you that made fun of him are bad people. He didn't do it. Alexis.
Craig J. Hayes says, Jamon, which I think is great. I loved Michael Jackson. Thriller was just the greatest song ever, and if there's ever a choreographed dance to break out into, it's to the song Thriller.
Even in the middle of a bath, on a date, during a caucus, whatever.
Walking down a dark alley, whatever you need to do.
Why Michael? Take a pussycat doll. Take 3. Why Michael Jackson?
And honestly, like when it happened, I said, if anyone's gonna fake his death, it's gonna be Michael Jackson.
That's your
but then
theory.
I just heard news that they're gonna do like an open viewing casket for like all of his fans, which I think is a little bit tasteless.
What they didn't tell you is that it will be at House of Wax.
Yo,
I know, you really
That's what
wouldn't-
I'm thinking. If you did a fake thing, I mean, the guy looked completely fake towards the end anyway. Would it be that hard to make like a replica of him and put it in a casket and they put a bunch of makeup on it and be
True.
like, there he is?
I guess actually Stalfos99 says they canceled that. But if anybody's gonna fake his death, it's gonna be Michael Jackson. I mean,
Or Tupac. Or Biggie.
right? But
or
they're
Houdini.
done. You know, they've faked.
They're
their
for sure
deaths.
dead by now.
Yeah, by now.
Nope.
Well, can I just say that we were going over things and Eliza just burped on camera now. She decided to not
On
lean.
cue. I burped on cue.
I can burp on cue.
I won't say
go
what
ahead.
happened, but
Go ahead, what?
we were prepping things. She literally like is about to burp and doesn't lean away, doesn't turn away. She literally leans into the laptop and me and just lets the duration was at least 6 seconds.
Who invited you? Is my question.
Actually, I have a really interesting
When
question.
did I lose control of this? What happened? It must have been with the horse picture. I think that it went downhill from there.
we decided to take the show
What do
away
you want?
from you.
Say what you have to say. Is it another
again,
Simpsons story?
No, it's
Involving a Mexican
Stalfos99.
restaurant?
Stalfos99 says who would play Michael Jackson if they did the movie. What celebrity would play? Would they be white or black?
Well, obviously you'd have to play them in different stages. Duh. And if you're white, you can put on
I'm sorry,
blackface. If
that's
you're black,
such
you
an
can't
obvious
get lighter.
answer.
Yeah, but I'm saying you'd have to be a white guy just because the facial features you can minimize. You can't. If you have blackface on and you're white, that's different. But if you're white, you put blackface on. Like Eddie Murphy, when he played white guys, like he was obviously a black guy under whiteface. Even though it's like racist to put on blackface, get with the times. But
Mike the
I'd like to
Sweet-
finish this story.
No, Mike the Sweet says Shia LaBeouf.
Alexis, I need you to not stand up for yourself. It makes me scared, and it makes me back down. The head of the promotion company behind Michael Jackson's 50-night This Is It concert extravaganza says he'd like the concerts to go on. In an exclusive interview with Sky News, Randy Phillips said he would like to see the Jackson family on stage take part in the show with celebrity friends and the late icon standing in for Michael Jackson. I know that you guys are all excited to like see the show, but that is a really crappy trade-off. That's like being at a bachelor party and being like, look, listen, I know you paid $1,000 for a hooker, but she died, so we're gonna give you her shoes. You can play with those. I'm not comparing Michael to Hooker. I'm just saying that is no compensation, no consolation. I want to see his gross, untalented family. Otherwise, they'd be Michael Jackson. Which brings me to my next segment. My next segment, not yours.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to Vic911. That's right. I made it my segment. See what I did there?
We have a segment on the show called Who Should Be Shot. We present usually a current events problem, and we present both sides of the argument, and we argue who should be shot. This one's not a current events thing as much as who should be shot.
It's going to be me this time, isn't it?
I would like you to be shot. Who should? And then I could wear your hair as a crown. Who should be shot? That's the Apache in me. Who should be shot? Joe Jackson or Al Sharpton? Both equally annoying. Both equally. I would say Joe Jackson.
I
I'm
vote
gonna
Joe
give you-
Jackson.
Huh?
I vote Joe Jackson.
They're both equally detrimental to the African American image in the news.
I'm going to play the devil's advocate, and I'm going to say Reverend Sharpton because he
It's very
has.
respectful of you to say Reverend, not Al. I know him as Al. That's
Oh,
growing up,
I
he was
don't know
Uncle
him
Al.
as. I don't have the personal relationship that you do with him.
You had more money.
But I think because he has more power behind the media and behind the news, everything he says goes farther.
Yeah.
And it influences more people who don't know how to make their own opinion. So I say he should be shot.
I say, and I wish I had a graphic for this, I say Joe Jackson just because he looks like Ursula, the evil octopus queen from
Oh my
Little
God, he
Mermaid.
totally does.
He's all like, "Meh." So that's why. Get him out of my face. You can go, there's a clip online with him. He's doing a press interview, and he just starts babbling about his record company. Nobody cares. The biggest star in the world just died. You have a weird face, and you're wearing a medallion in the shape of Africa. you're from Indiana.
By the way, I do a really good Michael Jackson impression of The Little Mermaid, singing The Little Mermaid. I'm just saying.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And
when,
then
when was that opportunity ever going to come up? So
Probably never again. So since you broached it without clearing it with me, let's hear it.
Okay, ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, Alexis Jackson.
Okay. Wait. You have to go
No,
on to
you got-
No, you have to
Michael
go to
wouldn't say
Eliza so you could just hear it. You go to Eliza so you don't see me. You could just hear it. Okay. Up where they run, up where they walk, up where they stay all day in the sun. That was my impression. Pretty good, huh?
Of singing. You were just singing. You sounded like a girl
No,
singing.
it's totally Michael Jackson.
I will just replicate exactly what you just did here. Go to Alexis. Go to Alexis. Am I really gonna up where they walk? Up where you didn't even do like a come on.
Because that was too obvious.
God.
Okay?
God,
I hit the
everything but
vocals
being awesome.
perfectly.
Look,
I practiced that in my room.
why don't you stick to not doing impressions, and I will stick to trying to run a new show.
Okay,
Trying to grasp
fine.
it from your
you
clammy
be
grip.
the comedian, I'll be pretty.
I know everything about Michael Jackson. You be pretty. That's fine. You clearly have it down to a science. I try to stump me. People, I am in questions. You can't stump me. I know everything about Michael Jackson. Go for it. Everything.
Okay, what's his middle name?
I don't know. I don't know. Isn't it like, is this something weird? Okay. Dateline! Ping 429. For those of you who heard about it, tune your things up. If you're still scratching your head about the name, text GAY on your cell phone. .429 is a soon-to-launch online community that wants to bring gay men and women together to network both socially and professionally. It will host both online events and blogs while also bringing homosexual members of the homosexual community together offline through professional mixers and other events. Hello, bringing gay men and women together? They don't want to be brought together. They're gay. Another long walk for a
point.
very short sip of Evo. Folks.
Bruce says, this is like Anderson Cooper's 360 without real news or Anderson Cooper
Thank
or
you.
CNN.
Thank you. I've been waiting for a compliment like that. Again, another gay reference. I don't know when the show got fruity. Let's do what's new near you, shall we?
Yay!
Just get it up. Sorry about that. Let's get to it. What? New near you. I always have that like middle one timed perfectly. Folks, this is the part of the show where we kind of take questions from the audience slash suggestions, although you didn't really come through with the MJ thing or anything else I've said, and that's fine, because I go through these things like lightning. Oh my God, I made it disappear! Quick!
I will say Church 4252 says Michael Jackson's middle name is actually Joseph.
Yeah,
just
I
so
knew
you
that,
know.
because Dad is named Joe Jackson.
Oh, so you're faking
said
when
that.
you didn't know before?
I knew that. Give me another one. Give me another one.
Oh, well, I just wanted to give a shout out to him because he knew that answer. So do you
You
want to, we should do what's me near you. If anybody wants to hear a state and a town, please let me know, and we will do news.
Not just a state, your state and town. Probably
Your
where you're
state.
from. Any city. I will look it up. We'll do 3 of these, and we will say something funny about where it is, unless
We
it's
got
super boring.
Stoutfos99 says Austin, Texas. We love Texas.
We do love Texas. We don't love Austin because it's like the more talented sister, and Dallas is like the ugly stepsister with a club foot.
The middle red-haired child.
Austin, here we go. Get ready for late breaking news from Austin under my hair curtain. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Look at that. People work really hard for that. Oh my God, the first story on here is the most boring sentence I could ever make up. Ready? Here's the most boring sentence on the planet.
Okay.
House committee approves key bill. Thanks a lot, Turner. Thanks for that riveting suggestion from our state capital. No capitals. It's going to be all Senate, Congress, boring stuff.
Okay, we'll do the DCD 2000 says Denver, Colorado.
Okay. Is Denver the capital of Colorado?
No.
Or is it some weird place? Okay. What's the capital of Colorado? Boulder is not the capital.
I think it's Denver.
Look, no capitals. I'm dead serious or else the show's
Okay,
over.
San Francisco, California.
That is the capital of San Francisco. Uh-oh, I clicked Nevada. This is a horrible idea to do this live. I should have written down my own jokes.
Okay, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, I've already... No one knows where Wisconsin is. Is it
Are
under
you going to
Louisiana?
come up with... Okay.
Okay, I got it. Milwaukee. If anybody knows anything about movies, Milwaukee is actually pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for anyone? The good land.
Oh, I
Watch
almost knew
Wayne's
that.
World.
Wayne's World. Yeah, I almost knew that.
She's here.
That was from Zach Grimm, just so you know. He requested Milwaukee.
Oh, this is about a plane crash. That's a lot of fun. Okay. Here, we'll read this one. Here we go. Here we go. What, no interruption? Okay. Greeley,
you're holding
Colorado. Apparently this is, JBS Swift Beef Co. of Greeley has recalled about 41,000 of its beef products because of possible E. coli contamination. JB Swift spokesperson Chandler Key says Thursday the recall is voluntary and no illness has been reported. Why would you voluntarily recall it then? If no illness has been reported, why is it E. coli? If a tree falls in the forest, does it give you E. coli? No. So it didn't happen. Anyway, this was a bad idea.
Bruce says Google Fort Myers, Florida. Best story ever.
Really?
Yes.
I don't have time to Google it. Why don't you just tell me what it says?
That'll take even longer.
That's where my mom lives. Don't go visit her. Very busy.
Timer FX says Manteca, California.
This is weird.
Is
They
that
have
something?
all of the states and Guam. I mean, it's essentially like 51st state, just like Puerto Rico, but I'm just saying. You want Fort Myers? All right, this is the last one. This is a really, really... We should just go back to having my butt talk, which was the highlight of 2 weeks ago.
Which apparently was like our highest ratings ever.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, here's an interesting. Sexting, a growing problem among teens. I'm guessing this is like dirty text messaging, right?
Oh, really?
I have a joke about that, about how when you text a heart, like, hey, I had fun last night, love Sarah, it looks like it's the greater than sign with a 3.
Uh-huh.
It's like balls. Like a nutsack. Sexting is a growing problem in schools across the country, a trend parents need to know about. Many teens don't understand the unintended consequences. So it's basically about teens sending naked pictures of themselves. They know the consequences, they don't care. Want to know why? Because they're teenagers. What 15-year-old doesn't have naked pictures of themselves? Ask a guy named Dave that I went to camp with. He can provide you with that.
Uh-oh.
Of Dave or you?
Well, I don't have them anymore. I was covered up.
Someone says just teens, question mark, which is an interesting. Have you ever sent a dirty text, Eliza?
Yeah.
Really? What did it say?
Just the one. Like, I remember just the one. I was just like, oh, I
Just
want
the
to
one.
touch your
It was just one
stiff
time.
rod. I don't know. What did your dirty text say? I mean, and define dirty. Like, that's such a religious thing. Like, oh, it's dirty. It's sinful. You know who likes it dirty?
Who?
Big-eyed tuna.
Okay. Eliza has taken it upon herself to nickname my mom Big-Eyed Tuna, which just to me sounds like vagina. And
Marguerite,
it's a
Big-eyed
little
Tuna
upsetting
Archer.
Because I bet you anything that this is the show that she watches, and now that she has your number, she will be calling.
She should have my number. Big-eyed Tuna, if you ever want to go out for a snack, you let me know. Anything in that voice will always sound creepy.
It will.
I'm going to go get some milk from the store.
Gross.
I don't know. Did you ever
Gross.
send a text that was dirty? Yeah, of course.
I don't think I have.
Speaking of dirty, I've got a video of my grandma I want to show you guys.
Can we do a trivia question first?
Oh, one more thing about Michael Jackson. It really bothers me. I've read several articles about it that say, you know, this past week the self-proclaimed king of pop died. Self-proclaimed, when you have that before something, makes it sound like you're an asshole for calling yourself that.
Right.
Like self-proclaimed for, like Janice Dickinson, self-proclaimed first supermodel. She's obviously a nut. Michael Jackson, he is the king of pop, self-proclaimed, like he's a crazy person. Whoever writes that is a self-proclaimed writer and jerk.
I know, it makes it sound like some douche frat guy who's like self-proclaimed party animal. But no. He is the king of pop, undisputed.
Undisputed.
Undisputed. Undisputed.
Undisputed.
Look at that. Meow. Let's do a trivia question.
Okay, but I don't know why you keep telling him what to do and why he's paying attention. Am I not here? Is this like
I'm
the
still
Sixth
on
Sense?
you. I'm still on you.
Good.
What
Don't.
does it matter? Because anytime I talk, you just decide to put your butt in the air or show
I haven't
your
done
boobs.
it once. I haven't done it once. Why don't you stop drinking this beer at a terrifying rate? It says, wait a minute, this is weird. It says Utica Club XX Pure. Those two things don't go together. One contradicts the other. XX means like poison or nudity. There's nudity in this can. There will be nudity when this can is empty and a lot of dirty text. Full circle, boom, do your trivia, meow meow.
Okay, so who is the 8th best-selling female artist?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, right?
8? What a weird
8.
Okay.
Well,
Of
when
all
you
time
find out
or
the
of
answer,
today?
of all in history.
Gwen Stefani.
No. And you're not allowed
Is she
to
black
answer.
or white?
We've discussed this.
Is she black or white? Or is she
It doesn't. I'm
hybrid?
ignoring you.
Is it Chloe?
No, it's not
Okay.
Chloe. What if it was?
Is she black or white? Just tell me.
No, I won't tell you.
Do it, or I'll pull your hair.
The DCD got it right, and it's Britney Spears.
I knew that.
No, you didn't.
Well, we don't know what she is.
What do you mean? Like whether she's...
The data has not come in yet. Folks, speaking of people that we don't know are black or white, we have a video here. Sometimes I like to record me having discussions with my relatives, and this here is my Nana, who you've seen in other videos such as Nana Politics, Nana on other things, and my Nana. Smash hits, a lot of clicks. Who doesn't love to watch me and my Nana? Well, this is my Nana imitating a cat. Imitating me imitating a cat. Let's roll that clip. It's called Nana Cat.
I'm here with my Nana, and sometimes I do a character called the Mew. And the Mew is a cat. She talks like this. You do it, Nana. Get close, show them your face. Do your faces.
Oh my goodness.
Do the cat face. What happens if something attacks you? What do you do?
What?
What if an animal attacks? What do you do?
Yeah.
Show them your paws. Those are claws. Those are fists. Those are, I don't know what that is. That just looks scary. No, this.
What's it called?
Yeah. It's a paw. Enjoy the face. Do this. Yeah.
Do.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Signing off.
Goodbye.
She thinks I'm brilliant and really pretty.
Robert86 says Nana is the shit.
Nana is awesome. Nana is 3'8" in heels.
Oh my god.
My Nana's very tiny. She wasn't
And-
always so big.
I know that I think she's so super cute, and I know that she did that willingly, but when we watched that video, it looks like you're like torturing her, like you made her do it, like you sedated her in some way, and she's in a home.
Was kicking her under the table, and I hid her Activia yogurt, and I was like, you don't get it. These cat things.
You'll never
She's
poop again.
awesome. All right, why don't you do a piece of your anodyne trivia?
Okay, well, in addition to the last question, which was who is the eighth, who is
Britney
the
Spears.
number one?
Everybody knows that. Madonna.
Yes. Okay, fine. It's Madonna.
Boom!
And you know what?
Could have said Muriah, but Madonna, because she's been around longer.
Madonna. Or you could have said Cher, because she has the female and the gay vote.
Speaking of female and gay, which seems to be a running theme in this show, her daughter, Chastity Bono, is now going to be known as Chaz, and he or she is getting a sex change operation to become
really?
a boy.
Interesting.
It's an interesting fine line between just being like a raging bull dyke and then being a transsexual. And I guess she just went for it. So good luck in becoming a dude. Don't get in any fistfights. You'll be expected to defend ladies' honor. Like when we go on our date. What? What's the next? Do you have another piece of trivia? You gotta carry the show.
I
'cause I'm
do.
out.
Where? Okay, this is not music related. It's my only not music related one. Unmusic, whatever. You get it. Where is the word sniper derived from?
Everybody knows this, Alexis. Wesley Snipes. From
By the
US
way-
Marshals.
By the way, now that you have a drink in front of you, I suggest you drink for ruining my last trivia question. And those of you who are longtime viewers know that I used to make Eliza take shots,
Of
and then
water.
she quit drinking. 'cause
Stop
she's
it.
a
I don't
quitter.
have like when I tell people I quit drinking, they're like, "Oh, you had a problem too." No, I just can't
No,
get drunk
you're just
before a show,
lame.
and I didn't want to be puffy, so I'm not into it.
An
I have a story.
An honest fraud got the trivia question, which the word sniper is derived from the word snipe, which is a bird that is very hard to kill.
A snipe?
Yeah, it's a bird that's really difficult to hunt.
So you would be like a snipey roommate.
Yes, I am difficult to kill. The many times that you've
I was
tried.
supposed to look like I was going to get her, not just me frozen off camera. Thanks for that. Funny story, true story. Had a very stressful weekend. Did the Addison Improv last week, and on one of the nights of the shows, something had happened to me in my personal life, and I was just like, screw this. I'm stressed out. We got drunk, went with a bunch of friends. 2 in the morning, I was like, I don't want to stop drinking. One of my friends goes, hey, I know a swingers bar we can go to. And I'm thinking, okay, swinging optional. Kind of like when you go to a hotel pool, top optional, but no one goes topless because we're not in France. Whatever. I get
What
there.
world do you live in? Like, are you listening to the
Very-
sentences that you're saying?
very glamorous
When
world.
you go to a pool, it's
At
like
the
top
Roosevelt,
optional.
here in LA, it is, you can go topless, but no one does it, despite pleas from my ex-boyfriend. Why don't you take your top off? I'm like, why don't you keep your bottoms on? Because that's inappropriate. I'm just saying, you can at the Roosevelt, but I didn't.
And it's been asked, is this in Dallas? And yes, this is in Dallas.
This is in Dallas. If you want to know where it is, it's Walnut and 35, which is where my friends and I used to go to buy like tickets to raves, and where my best friend Michelle would go to buy ecstasy to sell to other private school kids. So super shady area. Point is, we get there, everything's fine, pretty attractive people. We're drinking. Turns out at a swingers after hours, you have to ask people for liquor. You have to bring your own, which is like gross because who knows. Point is, we're drinking, having fun, drinking. At one point in the evening, I turn around. Everyone is having sex. Everyone but us. Girl, and it's not even like, oh, that's beautiful lovemaking. It's like girls 15, 20 pounds overweight, legs over their heads, guys just going for it, video cameras, making out. A lot of heavy white women and a lot of bald, multiracial guys, all very attractive people, just doing it. We didn't stay for long, but I did get an eyeful. I walked up to people I would just stand over the couch. And at one point, we were laughing and pointing so hard, we had to be pulled to the side and explain, if you keep laughing, you're going to have to leave.
Well, I have a question. I've never been to one of those things. Were people using protection? Or like, do people have condoms on and stuff?
Funny, I didn't get that close.
That's what I asked.
I don't know if that's an issue at that point. I'm sure they were, because a lot of people can get pregnant. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Maybe they were. I don't know if you need a condom for fisting, which there was plenty of.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't do it. I was just watching,
I have a
literally
question.
just in shock, just like this.
It was like a car accident. Like you couldn't look away.
Oh,
You knew
a car
you
accident
shouldn't be.
involving a lot of flesh and penises.
Involving a penis.
And leather couches that I had been sitting on. Talking to one lady whose breath smelled like the biggest big-eyed tuna I had ever smelled in my life. And she's
Stop
talking.
saying
and
that
as
like
we're
you're talking about my mom.
Look, not everything's about you and your family. And as we're talking, she goes, I just want to thank you for coming and being open-minded. I'm like, I'm not open-minded. I want to drink past 2 a.m. That's why I'm here. You have big-eyed tuna breath. My friend Michelle is still sick from that night. She must have caught something.
You know
I got
what's-
out unscathed.
You know what's funny is now that you've been there, everybody there knows that the winner of Last Comic Standing, Eliza Schlesinger, is a
Don't even
swinger.
say that. That soundbite's going to live online now forever because you're a jerk. There actually is a website that has pictures. Don't tout because it's going to look prettier than me. Don't do that. Now I've got to do my pretty face.
Oh, look who wins!
Oh, life is thanks. I want to thank everyone. There are pictures online, actually. I'm not going to tell you the website. I show them to you. And we look very normal and sober. I'm in like a tank top. I'm not. There are girls like dressed up. There are some really. Here's a tip, folks. When you go to a swingers after hours and you want to show your mom a cute picture of you and your friends, don't give her a link to the website and with the preface of saying, "Hey, mom, don't look at the other pictures, but check out mine." Because she will look at all the other pictures of the dirty, gross women on there, and then she'll be shocked that you were there.
I hate to burst your bubble, but Justin IV123 says, I found it.
Did
Everybody
you?
found the website. It only took, 5 seconds?
What's the website?
Not even.
What did he type in?
I don't know.
Eliza Big-Eyed Tuna Black Leather Fisting Couches.com.
Rugman30 says, seriously, was it the 13th floor in Dallas?
No, it was like, I don't know what that is. I don't even, this place was called, not Inadequate, it was like Inequity, which is whatever. Anyway, check out the pictures. If that guy wants to post a link, that's fine. It's very G-rated, I'm just smiling with like a guy that was with a group of friends. It's not like the really cute guy.
Mad Max is like, link please, please.
It's not sexy for me, but I should have posted, there are some pictures on there where, it's like if you're gonna flash your boobs, chances are you're confident that you've got nice boobs. But some people are like, no, I'm post-op, check this out. And check out all the scars and all that stuff. So people are very open.
Well, a
in the
lot of it's
DFW
about
area.
confidence. And I think when you're drunk,
no,
you're like,
opposite of
fuck it, I'm
confidence.
gonna work on my confidence. And then
Yeah.
you're just like,
And
that's
finish
what I
this
do.
and I'll be very confident. I'll show you my snipey snooch.
I have a trivia question.
Okay.
Who produced Thriller? Who produced it?
Quincy Jones.
God damn it.
Duh, he
Eliza,
produced everything.
you know what? Sometimes I just like, whatever. Drink your beer.
Why do I have to drink the beer? Because I got it right? Because I'm
Yes.
smart?
Yes. No, not because you're smart, because you're
Dumb down the
tactless.
masses? I'm a tyrant. All right. If you guys want to check out those pictures, you can.
They posted the link. The Poker Pro posted the link.
Go ahead and click on it. It was, I don't know what, I mean, the picture of me is fine, but the rest of the people, like girls, like, I don't know, I've definitely had my share of drunken dance sessions, but I've never once in my life been like, you know what, I should get on all fours like a dog on stage and have my girlfriends act like other dogs and we'll all just do this. Well, I do it all the time on the show, I guess, but not in front of bald Dominican men with chains on.
And Honest Fraud has a question for you. Who wrote Thriller, since you know everything?
A
That's
zombie.
right.
A zombie and a werewolf.
Oh my God, drink.
Did Michael Jackson write it?
I don't
Did you hear
know.
that?
He
Did you hear that
didn't
noise?
answer.
It's Vincent Price. Did he write it? He was in it. It's the voice.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. He didn't answer. But that was a question for you.
Who cares who wrote it? Michael Jackson made it a legend.
It's
This
true.
show has run out of steam. Isn't that even a half hour? Oh, we've gone way over a half hour, haven't we?
You're at about 40 minutes. About 40 minutes. 42 minutes.
I'm really hot, and I want to
Me
eat pizza.
too.
Well,
pizza.
that's the cue.
Okay, we've reached our temperature level. Oh, I thought you meant to end the show,
Don't do
not
a wide
show
sh-
your ass.
Don't do a wide shot when I say I'm hot, because then they see the part that I haven't worked out yet.
Whatever. If you want, show your abs. Can we just show
No,
Eliza's
they're not.
abs?
They're not up to snuff.
Okay.
I only want to show them to you when we're walking around the apartment.
Yeah. Speaking of, I need to tell a little
okay.
story. Eliza walks around the apartment. We live together, for those of you who don't know. This is a real thing. This isn't like we're trying to give you a fantasy. We live together. And she walks around the apartment naked.
Not naked.
Naked.
You
Oh, I'm
should
sorry,
be
you're wearing
thanking
a
me.
thong.
Not everybody gets to live with living art.
That's true. That is true.
Not everybody gets to get an eyeful every morning.
I'm straight, but it's quite the view.
Alexis,
I
if
gotta
you
say.
lose a few inches on your height, you can look like this too.
Yeah, my height is where the problem
If you
is.
have the hair of a chemo patient and you're only 5'6", you could look like me too.
That's true.
Why don't you work on that?
I'll really work on it.
If you too could have this 80s asymmetrical, maybe gay guy haircut with just, I've got a tour de force of bangs. It's a hair curtain.
Well, it's one of those things where I'm like, hey, Liza, I have a question. And you're like, yeah. And I come into your room and you're like blowing your hair dry naked.
yeah, in my room, and it's hot
With
because
the door open, and you're
the
like,
doors
come
are-
on in.
Look, there's something dividing our rooms. It's not like there's a sheet dividing them, and I'm like, hey, Alexis,
true.
have you seen the ice cubes? No, I'm blow drying my hair, and you come in. I don't come into your room like, Alexis, got a question for you.
I'm just waiting
seen
for
the
the
pepper?
day. I'm just waiting for the day that I go into the kitchen and you're like, with the refrigerator open, bent over, naked, being like, ham sandwich or turkey?
I think we all know the
I'm
answer
waiting-
to that one. When
Yeah,
you're
it's
naked.
ham.
Speaking of naked, are you telling me you've never heard our downstairs neighbors having sex?
Oh my God, I haven't, but you live above them, so.
I do. I've been woken up to it now several times, and it happened the other day. And truthfully, folks, sometimes
You're jealous?
Like the twice,
A little.
like the couple times I've had sex, like I go out of my way to be like, you know, like make it nice or whatever. This girl makes the noises like they do in the movie. It's like, I don't want to make that a
Well,
sound
maybe
bite.
that's her making it nice. I know. The weekly
Every
news.
time, like sometimes it's like, all right, it's 6 a.m. I'll take one for the team and just maybe half awake. We can do this, but every time, and he does too. So I'm thinking they're really enjoying themselves.
Just so you know, Rod Temperton wrote Thriller. Just so you know, thank you, Honest Fraud.
Talk about one not for the
Zinger.
books. What an unstar name, Rod Temperton. Ladies and gentlemen, Rod Temperton. You brought this to a
I just want to say hi to Hawaii 5-0. It is live. I just didn't see you. Sorry.
You don't have to say it's live, Alexis. You obviously just said hi to him.
I know, but on the chat, you know what? You don't see what I see, and I'm gonna get mad and just everything off the table. Don't throw
Do a
things
better job at things.
Throw
prettier.
farther. Oh.
Uh-oh, I missed.
There's gonna be like an empty Evo can that just hits me right in the head. Empty if I'm lucky.
I don't want liquid to get everywhere. Folks,
true.
this has been the most sexual episode we've ever done, and you didn't
Last week episode,
Yeah, I
maybe a
know.
little
That
more.
wasn't sexual. Those were hard-hitting facts coming from the depths of
Coming from my
bowels.
ass. Uh-oh.
I can't. Oh my god, the desk is too high up. I can't. My legs aren't that long. I'm at full extension. You can't see. Don't do that. My mom watches this. Oh.
Brian Walker 987 says, ask Eliza if she knows the reason why Michael had his facelifts. I know the reason is because
Facelifts or surgeries?
well, I don't know why the facelifts, but I know
Can you
he
see
wanted
that?
to fix his nose because it resembled his father's nose.
That and he just thought he was ugly. That like I watched the movie, thought he was ugly, and he had to get surgery also because he had like a lot of things. And then there was the Pepsi thing, and he burned himself. Big deal.
Wow, that was a really just perfect answer and just ow.
Can you get a look? Can you get a load of this haunch or no?
Can you get a load? You should make T-shirts that say "Get a load of this haunch."
Get a load. Check this out. Wait. Look at that. Does it look like? Did anybody see? Okay, wait. It looks like if the devil were a young white girl, this is what his legs would look like. He'd be like all hoofy, but he'd have like claws on the bottom. This is my leg at full extension, and that's why I can't get my rump over the desk because they're very short. That's
You know
enough.
what, Eliza? I do have to say, Mad Max and a Cali Kid and Bruce all brought up, and Timer FX brought up. We haven't mentioned Billy Mays' death.
Super sad because I
Why did he? How did he die? I'm like, why? Why did he
died
die?
of like heart failure, and he was only 50 despite his very youthful head of hair.
I know.
I read an article about
And
him in like
face
the
of
American
hair.
Way magazine. He's just like a hardworking guy from like Pittsburgh or something, or like somewhere in Pennsylvania, and like that's just like he's just been working at that. He's a multi-millionaire, obviously, and he really stood behind his products, and it's a shame because I liked him.
Wait a minute. We have some argument in the chat room. Mac Attack says it was a heart attack. Timer FX says he got hit in the head. So does Bruce.
No, time to wrap it up. It's wrong. It's a heart attack. Side note: I don't really do this often, but if you want to see something very funny, if you go to YouTube and you type in Djibouti, J-A-B-O-O-D-Y, Djibouti Dubs, D-U-B-S, there's this YouTube page of this group that did all these dub overs of Billy Mays commercials, and they're hilarious. So you should check that out. I'm a fan. For the heart.
Okay.
What?
I said okay.
For the hard-hitting facts that hold you after, this has been the Weekly News. I'm Eliza. Join us every week, but not next week because it is our country's birthday. So go and buy one of those cakes that's got strawberries and blueberries for Stars and Stripes and enjoy yourself, and thank God you live in America. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time only on the Stream.tv.
Huh?